So Arsenal have found themselves in a very strong position in all competitions: the Premier League, the Champions League, the FA Cup, and the League Cup. I can't remember the last time Arsenal found themselves in this particular situation where they have a chance to win every single trophy that is on that's available. Now, the good news is that for Arsenal and Manchester City, as it stands right now, between these two clubs, they are both likely going to win. Then they have it, I'll call it a 50-50 chance of winning the Premier League and the League Cup. So the possibilities are Manchester City wins one of the two and Arsenal win the other, or Arsenal win both, the League Cup and the Premier League, or Manchester City wins both. Now, this is a very good place to be. Now, the news that is making the rounds is that the Arsenal hierarchy have basically told Mikel Arteta, you either win the Premier League or you're not going to be the manager of the team next year. What does that mean? And for me, I was just thinking about it. I tried to process what that means. So the priority is the Premier League. Even if you win the League Cup, not enough. You win the Champions League, not enough. And it makes sense because think about it. After the number of years Arsenal have been without a major trophy, the Premier League looks like the most realistic. I'm sure if he wins the Champions League, that might be reconsidered. But what are Arsenal's chances at the moment? The League Cup is 50-50. Like I said, Manchester City could win it over a game of 90 minutes. Anything is possible. And there's no, you cannot even gamble that. Just being in Champions League means you do what you can. There are factors that play out like injuries, suspensions, and the form of the players. But being in the position to be at least able to compete and win the League Cup and a trophy at least is very powerful for Mikel Arteta. Now, what should Mikel Arteta do at this stage? I would say prioritize the Premier League, but do all you can to win as many trophies as possible. Because being in this situation is really, really difficult, and it doesn't always come by all the time. Arsenal have to play, I think, 13 games left in the Premier League. They are 4 points clear, and there's all this talk about Arsenal bottling the Premier League. I don't think that will happen. They will need a lot of luck, to be fair, because when you look at the dynamics, all the times Arsenal have lost the Premier League title, apart from the 2022-23, no, 3-24 season where they lost it on the last day, injuries played a major factor. This year, they have a deep squad. With the loss of Mikel Merino, they are still in a very strong position. Yeah, Kai Havertz is on and off, but the team is still solid. The rotation is very critical. Mikel Arteta will need to rotate very carefully and very tactfully. The games against Chelsea and Spurs will be critical. The game against Manchester City itself will also be vital, just because of the number of points Arsenal are giving Manchester City at the moment. We can't say much about the League Cup final against Manchester City because in a game like that, anything can happen. And I'm not even going to think too much about that one. But the FA Cup is still there to be won. Several matches left. Thankfully, Arsenal have gone to the fifth round of the FA Cup. The Champions League is there as well. They're also in a very strong position in the Champions League because now they get to play all their matches up till the final, with the first leg in away and then the second leg at the Emirates. That means you can play with so much freedom, away from home, and try to get the game won, done and dusted, and you have a very strong chance to win the game comfortably at home, regardless of the tie, comfortably at home, regardless of what happens in the first leg. For me, Arteta needs to keep rotating. Arteta needs to believe and get these players to believe. If Arsenal win the League Cup, it will be critical. And that, I think they need a bit of luck as well. It's not just winning. It's not just, doing all the tactics and all that stuff. You will need a bit of luck. And at the end of the day, they have to do it for people to start to believe them. The reason everybody says Arsenal are going to bottle it is because of how long it's been that they've actually done it. So this is the year. Let me know what you think in the comments. How many trophies you think Arsenal end up winning? The Premier League, or the FA Cup, or the League Cup, or the Champions League, or even everything. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to smash the like on this video, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.